Hey, so when we do chair yoga, we always sit right on the edge of our chair unless I tell you otherwise. So we definitely don't sit with our back against the chair. We are sitting with just our sit bones on the chair and typically with our feet a little bit wide. So, and what this does is you can kind of feel like round through your mid back and you can feel your pelvis kind of tilt and you can feel poor posture here. So we want to tilt that pelvis so that the spine grows long, the shoulders come right up over the hips, and we have good posture here. So that's one thing to just watch. Um, let's just start with a little metered breath. Just this helps us to kind of connect, and so connect our mind and our body together. And one thing that I think is also cool is the breath is what connects our body to our spirit. Because when the breath stops, the body and the spirit separate. And so by intentionally using our breath, I think it strengthens that connection between the body and the spirit. So, and you have to think about it, which uses your mind. So it's really good. So we're going to do three quick inhales and exhale with a ha. It's pretty simple. So it just looks like inhale, 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 exhale with a sigh, kind of an open mouth. So when you're ready, exhale completely and do inhale, 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 and exhale. In, 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 exhale. And just do this at your own pace. Let that sigh be a really big release. Two more. And last one. Just take a minute, close your eyes, and just check in and just notice how that simple breath, we did it for probably 30 seconds, and it changes the feeling in our body. All right, go ahead and blink your eyes open, and we're going to just start with some neck stretches. So some neck circles, and reverse and go the other way. And then bringing your head towards center, drop your right ear to your right shoulder. And then with your left shoulder, you can reach around and find your chair. And we're just going to kind of lean away from where you're grabbing onto the chair. It will kind of help increase the stretch. And if you want to take your hand to your head, you can come here. Remember to keep that sternum, your breastbone lifted. That will help with your posture. And then turn your nose towards your shoulder. Remember to kind of gently lean. And when it feels really tight, use your breath to take it as you exhale. I always just intentionally release that tension through that space. And then go ahead and release, taking your left ear to your left shoulder. Right hand grabs onto the chair and we kind of lean, hand to the head if you would like. I always notice just, oh yeah, I'm really tight right there. So instead of like kind of resisting, I kind of like try to relax into it and think of releasing that. Turning your nose towards your shoulder. Think of your spine being nice and long. And then go ahead and release. And take your chin to your chest, chin to the sky. And one more time, chin to chest, slide the shoulders away from the ears, and jut your chin towards the sky. Then taking your arms, reach back and find somewhere on your chair, maybe up a little higher if you can. Then roll your shoulder blades back and lean forward a little bit. We're going to stretch through the front of the shoulders and the front of the body. Just take a nice deep inhale, feel that throat area open up. And then taking your hands to your knees, take your knees wide and your elbows are going to kind of come out and we're going to bring the heart forward. So right here, it's like we're doing a cow. So our back is kind of arched and then we round back into the cow. So cat, cow, and then cat. And make it go all the way up the spine to the base of the skull. So your head kind of follows that spinal wave. So just think of your spine just getting this nice full wave. This is a great one to kind of wake up the body in the morning. It's gentle, but it's really effective. And last one, the next time you come up, pause there. And we're just going to do some circles with our rib cage. So just think of your rib cage kind of circling around your pelvis. It's like you're mixing cookie dough. All right, and reverse and go the other way. And then pause here in the middle, take the arms up into a wide V. Remember, we're right on the edge of our chair. So we're sitting up nice and tall. Pull the thumbs back, look up. Take a full deep breath. And now we're going to reach the hands down between the legs and grab onto the chair legs if you can. If you can't reach that, you just reach as far as you can. And we want to feel this rounding through the low back. So feel your low back rounding, your head hanging nice and easy. And then we're going to go ahead and inhale, come up back into the wide V. And exhale, reach down and grab onto the chair legs. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. And inhale up. And exhale down. We're going to do it one last time. So inhale up and pause here. Reach those arms back around. See if you can go up a little higher on your chair somehow. Roll those shoulder blades together and lean kind of forward. Just opening up the heart area, opening up through the shoulders. And then go ahead and release and extend your left arm out straight. The right arm comes underneath. And then we're going to stack. So you're stacking your elbows, bend both elbows, and maybe your hands just come here. But if you can wrap your hands together. Then we're going to lift the elbows up and press them out. So this gets right in between those shoulder blades and the upper back. Try to relax the shoulders, pull the navel in, and pull the pelvic muscles up. So there's lots going on here, even though it seems like a pretty simple pose. And then we're just going to lift the elbows up and down. This is a great shoulder stretch, as you can hopefully feel. And then just unwind the arms, take them out wide and turn the palms up and look up. So we're not into the wide V, we're just extended here. Take the hands back behind, grab the chair and lean forward. And then maybe move your head around. Kind of feel where it might feel good to get in a little extra stretch in here. Then release the arms and take the right arm forward. Left arm comes underneath and we stack the elbows, bend the elbows. And if your arms just come to here, that's totally fine. If you can get them here, great. And if you can interweave them, great. There's no better than, it's just whatever's working for your body. So when you're ready, press your elbows out and up. So we should maybe turn to the side. And we're just going to raise them up and down, just straight up and down. Breathe deep. Maybe move that neck around a little bit. looking to see. And one more up and down. Did I tell you to move your neck around? I don't know if I did or not, but just maybe look side to side and then release the arms. So take the arms, maybe walk the feet in just a little bit. Take the arms down and imagine that you have like 10-pound weights in your arms and just let your arms swing. We're just going to swing the arms pretty strongly, let them crisscross in front of the body. So cross arm, one arm on top one time, and then the next time the other arm goes on top. Just warming up shoulders, getting some movement in there. Now take them up higher and crisscross. The arms go out. Open up wide when you open. And now take them up and down. 2 more. Just let them come down. Close your eyes, bring your hands to your legs, and just notice how your body feels. Even with that, just that much movement. If all you did was just that much, your body feels more alive. You feel more connected to your body. We've moved energy around in the body. So, all right. When you're ready, go ahead and take your left hand to your right knee and reach around and grab onto your chair. Lift the sternum nice and tall and look back over that right shoulder, pressing into the knee. You'll start to see where using a chair can be super helpful because we can go deeper on this twist because we have the chair and that support. And then slowly unwind, come to the other side, right hand to the left knee, look over the left shoulder and twist. Take one more inhale. And as you exhale, go just a little deeper on the exhale. And then go ahead and release and come back forward. We're going to take our right ankle on the outside. Remember, you're sitting right on the edge of the chair. So the ankle is just on the outside of the left knee, and we're trying to press this knee down. We're going to inhale the arms up like you're holding a ball above your head, and then just gently reach forward. Now, if your knee is up like this, it's okay. We're just working towards like letting it come down and getting a nice little stretch here. This is a great one if you have sciatic nerve pain, and hold here. Lean a little bit further forward. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Smile because we are here doing yoga. And go just a little bit deeper. And just feel that opening up through the back, down through the glutes and the hamstring. Go just a little bit further. Then go ahead and take your right hand up. So we're going to lift the torso back up. We're going to take the right hand to the sole of the foot, lift the torso and reach around, somehow grab onto that chair. And we're going to do a twist here. Doesn't that feel so good? It feels really good on my back. Then go ahead and release. Take your hand to your foot and to your knee, and you can just bring it here. Or if you can wrap it like you're kind of cradling your leg. We're just going to rock back and forth side to side. If you're out here, we're just pulling it in. We just want to make sure our spine's nice and long, that we're not coming here to get this. Maybe it even feels like that, but we want to make sure we're pulling our heart open as much as we can. And just pulling this leg in. And if this is too strong, you just go here. If this is too strong, you just go here. Okay. So finding a place that feels right for you. All right. And go ahead and release. Take your left leg and bend the knee. Put the ankle on the outside. Again, sitting right on the edge. Inhale the arms up and exhale, reach forward. Pressing that knee down and away. Close your eyes if you want to. Just feel all the sensations in the body. That's the cool thing about yoga is we get to explore so many different sensations, go a little bit deeper than we typically do because well, all of my classes are always different. You'll always feel something just a little different. Um, Go just a little deeper as you exhale. And so, go ahead and lift up your torso, taking your left hand to your right foot. Again, nice long body. Reach around and find that chair and do a twist. So, in our Women at the Well class, we've been talking about increasing our capacity to feel and getting more comfortable with feeling uncomfortable feelings, which joy is one of the most uncomfortable feelings that we feel. And so expanding our capacity to feel and feelings are felt in the body. So I just think that yoga provides such a great, go ahead and release that, come around, backdrop to learning how to feel things in your body because you become much more aware because all of a sudden you're leaning forward and you're feeling things in your hips. Go ahead and take hand to knee and ankle and come here or do the rack if you would like. And pull it in. I'm pretty tight today here. So I'm just going to come out here, which is like dropping any judgment of like, oh, I'm doing this wrong or whatever. We're just feeling it. So there's no right or wrong as long as you're like listening to your body. We don't want to hurt our body. We don't want to cause harm. Cause no harm is one of the first principles of yoga and Buddhism. All right. Pull that in as deep as it will go. Sit up nice and tall. And then go ahead and release down. Go ahead and walk your feet out, like as wide as they'll open up. Okay. So sitting right on the edge of your chair, pressing those knees open, pull the shoulders up over the hips, take your hands back behind your head, engage the core here. We're going to reach the right elbow towards the right, and we're going to lift that left elbow. This will be a great stretch along the side body. Now, engage your core, feel right where center of body is, and come up. And then we're going to take the left elbow to the left leg, pull the right back, look that up, maybe get that nice long stretch. Find the center of your body, that core, and we're going to move from there. And now we're going to come back to the right and lift and left. And now we're just going to start moving with some rhythm here. So we inhale as we come through middle and exhale as we collapse down. If you're ever wondering, like, I don't know when to breathe, first of all, your body will just do it naturally. So you do not even need to worry about that. If you're just trying to stay upright and on your chair, do not worry about your breath. But if you've been doing this for a while and you're like, here's kind of the general rule is when we collapse down, it's an exhale. And when we open up the body, that's the inhale. So this would be exhale, inhale, exhale, in, exhale, inhale. All right, let's do 2 more on each side. Think of keeping those elbows lifted and up. And call that good. Walk your feet back in. We're going to sit right on the edge again. Let your torso come down onto your legs. Wrap your arms around your thighs. Tuck your chin in, and your forehead's reaching towards your knees. So this is a seated forward fold. So just breathe deeply. Watch how your heart rate and your breath slows down a little bit. and slowly roll back. Nice. All right, let's go ahead and slide our right glute all the way to the right. So you can sit back a little bit here so your thigh is kind of supported, or if you want to be as engaged as you can, just barely hover on that front leg. Then we're going to reach this left leg back. So we're going to try to get it straight. I'll do it from the side. Okay, we're coming here. Okay, it's into a lunge. So reach that leg back, pull the shoulders up over the hips, inhale the arms. Now, can you pull your shoulders back just a little bit more? I think this is like one of those places that you'll feel like, oh, using the chair, when we're just standing on our mat and we're trying to do this, we're really focusing on our balance and trying to stay upright. But here, with just that little bit of support, we can get a little deeper into this hip flexor. Then open your arms, make cactus hands so your palms are facing forward, fingers are spread wide. And open up into cactus and look up. Try to get that back leg as straight as you can. And now we're going to reach the heart forward and the arms reach back into fly. So turn your palms down, your pinkies pull towards each other. So you'll feel your triceps really engage here. You can play around with how much energy you put into the chair. So you can either barely be touching the chair, you can even come off the chair, or you can just really use the chair. Now bring your arms forward. Can you feel your back working here? Yeah, it's good work. And then go ahead and lift the torso up. Take your left hand to your knee, grab onto your chair, and do a little twist here. And go ahead and release. Slide over to the other side. So your left glute is going to be on chair. Raise that leg back. If you have to scooch your toes out a little further to really the beauty of the chair is you can go a lot deeper oftentimes than when we're standing. So really let yourself expand in all the different ways. Go to that stretch edge. Go ahead and inhale the arms up. Kind of pull the shoulders back to start with. Find the palms open. Cactus, look up. Keep those elbows lifted and pulled back, but the elbows are bent, right? Oh, can you feel the heart center open up? As we open up our heart physically in our body, I often feel that translate in my life to being able to open my heart a little more. Go ahead and lean the heart forward, arms reach back, and feel those triceps really engage. Breathing deep. Now bringing your arms forward like you're holding a ball. Reach a little deeper, press that back heel a little more, reach arms a little farther forward, but pull those shoulders away from the ears. Then go ahead and release the hands, sit the torso up a little bit. Right hand comes onto the outside and use that chair to get a twist here. Go ahead and release. Pull this leg forward. Oh, it's stuck. All right. Yeah, we go deeper on the chair, which is awesome. All right, kind of shake it out a little bit. Maybe it would feel good. I'm kind of feeling it in my back a little bit. So I want you to always be paying attention to not just doing what I say, but how you feel. Oh, I'm kind of feeling that a little bit in my back. So it would feel good for me to do a little forward fold. So if you want to join me in there, forward fold, just round in and reset the back because that's strong. And then slowly roll back up. Okay, let's go ahead and think we might come back to that, but let's do something else for a minute. So take your right knee, bend your right knee. We're going to sit right on the edge of our chair. Or you can sit, just do this. New, I try to keep the knee over the ankle. So we're not doing this. but our ankle is right underneath that knee. Pinky toe is working towards touching the floor. If it doesn't, just turn it a little bit. It's okay. And then we're going to just come into warrior two. So look out over your right fingertips. And then just watch. I notice that because we're not looking at this left hand, sometimes it's kind of droopy down here. So just like peek back there and make sure it's coming straight out of your arm, shoulder. It is your arm. All right. Can you feel this length from fingertip to fingertip, knee to toe, top to bottom? Awesome. Turn your palms up and we're going to reach forward. This is some more core work. So still you're holding a ball and then open up. So inhale here, exhale, inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale, in and out. And one more pause here. Turn the palms down. Actually bring your hands to your chair and pull both legs in. We'll give our legs a little break. And I shake them out. Level your body around however you need to. All right. Left knee out. Kind of find that, it's kind of like right here on my side that's kind of balancing, but you can find the right thing for you. And then extend the arms out. So isn't this a strong and powerful pose? It's so beautiful. Like I love to watch people do yoga because and I've heard it described as like yoga is for the body, like poetry is for words. And like, it's just so beautiful. So holding here, finding all that length, fingertip to fingertip, side to side, top to bottom. Turn the palms up, take a nice deep inhale and exhale, reach forward. In and out. And in and out. And in and out and in. And then open up and pause here. Turn the palms back down. Find that pose again. And then hands down to the chair. Pull those legs in. And kind of let yourself feel that kind of like, right? That's kind of a cool feeling. So just let yourself feel that. Maybe shake things out a little bit. Okay. Whatever feels good. Let's just take our feet about as wide as our mat. Just doing some cat cow here. So heart reaches forward, rounding back in. This is just a little reset for everything. And then one more time, when you come back to your center, pause here. And then we're going to slide our right. We're going to come back into this lunge on this side. So find this place, reach that leg back. Inhale the arms up. And so first we're going to come up. You'll feel a little, it might feel like a back bend. So if back bends aren't good for you, and just go to the place that feels like it's still supportive. But as our shoulders come back, it increases the stretch all along the front of the body. Then opening up into cactus, looking up. Reaching the heart forward, coming into fly. Bringing the arms forward. And from here, we're going to let our hands come down, reach down towards the floor, and now we're going to lift up and reach down. We're just going to do 3 of these and lift and reach down. Can you feel that quad working? I can. All right, left hand to the knee and twist. Release, slide to center. And just notice how your body feels here. I definitely feel more open on one side than the other. So we wouldn't want to walk out of class like this. It's kind of feel like we're walking like this. So let's do this other side. Slide to the other side, just barely hovering on there, reaching that leg back as straight as we can. And inhale the arms up. Oh, just an open, open, open. Press that back heel back. Open the arms, cactus arms. Just think of light coming into your heart area. Just so good. Feels so good. Actually, like that beautiful weather, we should be practicing outside, right? All right. When you're ready, reach the heart forward. Again, you can kind of like put a little more energy into your leg and maybe not sit so much on the chair, just depending on where you're at today. And then bring the arms forward. Reach, reach, reach. Long line from tip of the finger all the way down to the heel. Then take your fingertips down to the earth and lift and down. Can you feel your back? Getting some good strengthening here. Reaching down. And last time lift. Good. Twisting to your belly left. Lift back over your shoulder. And then go ahead and release. Slide to the center. Shake it out a little bit. Turn your right knee out. I can't remember which one I did first. Let's do left. If we do left or right. Let's do left bend. I don't know what we did last time, but let's do left bend because we just were on our right being bent. So here, coming into warrior two. Feel that strengthening here. We're going to come into reverse. So we're going to take our hand to the back of our thigh, turn the palm up. Look at the palm as you raise that arm up. Or any other variation. So we always talk about how in every pose, there's lots of variations. So do what feels right to you. You could also, so here, our shoulders are kind of turned towards the left and we're looking up here. But you can also keep your shoulders turned straight forward and come here and kind of reach down here. This is also a reverse warrior. There's lots of options. So just find one that works. Go ahead and take this left elbow. I always say elbow because that's how I used to teach it. But try this. When you put your elbow, just notice that your shoulder does. When you put your elbow on your thigh. But if you put your wrist, can you feel how it helps you to stay more open and you don't like sink into it as much? You're kind of using your core to hold here. So I'm retraining myself. Take your wrist to your thigh and reach this arm up and over. This palm can stay up and this arm is like you're going to pat the floor like this. Now pull this right shoulder back. Ooh, get that nice long line. Press that pinky toe down to the earth. Isn't that awesome? Doesn't it feel so good? And then coming back to warrior two. Arms to the chair. Pull the legs in. Give it a little shake. And now turn your right leg out. Left leg is straight. Just barely hovering in that place. This chair has pointy corners. It's very comfortable. Yeah. I have to adjust. So always adjust, right? Okay, there we go. Warrior two. Time is flying. Okay, warrior two here. Feel that strength and length. Coming into reverse. Are you breathing? Take a couple of deep breaths. Taking that right wrist to the thigh. Left arm comes up by the ear and finds length here. So we want to find length. Like even just watch where your neck and head are, because you can be here, or you can be here. And it's just a better alignment. And our body just works better when it's in the right alignment. It's designed for alignment. all, I think our spirits are also. When we're spiritually in alignment, things just feel right. And same thing with the body. When we're out of alignment, things just feel off. We're designed for alignment. All right. Coming back to warrior two. Hands down to your chair. Pull those legs in. Nice. All right. Let's do a little chair with the chair. So go ahead and stand up. This is just going to be to help us. Hold on. I just need to clear my throat. And I can't get over there. It's so sweeter. This is just, that's even worse. Excuse me. Okay. It's just really important to keep our quads strong as we age. And so we're going to just do a, I didn't bring my water in. Okay, it's okay. Just sit your hips back and see if you can, well, see how that works. Can you find your chair? Okay. So make any adjustments that you need to. Oh, thank you. My assistant brought some water. All right. Ignore my voice. We'll just keep going. All right. So feet are hip width apart. We want to find that place where, okay, there's my chair. Now we're just going to touch back and tap the chair and press up. And as we press up, we want to press the hips forward and squeeze these glutes. So we're going to sit and tap and lift and tap and lift. Now, if you have knee issues and you're like, that is not happening, then you just come here and you do it to where it feels right for you. But if you can get down, this is so good for us. Any movement is so good for us. Can you feel your quads starting to fill that a little bit? Yeah, so let's do 5 more so we really feel it. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and reach back, find your chair, and sit down. Core work, quad work. So good. Forward, forward. Wrap the arms around those thighs and just come in. All right, slowly roll back up. Go ahead and come to standing. One of the best things about using the chair, bring your chair onto your right side. So just adjust however you need to. I'm going to push my chair a little further forward. So, and I'm going to stand slightly behind the chair, just so as I lean forward, that chair is going to catch me there. Okay. So let's start with tree pose, just because it's a good classic pose. I don't think we've done it for a minute. I can't remember. Stand on your right leg. Left knee turns out. Toes can come to the floor, to your shin, to your knee, to your thigh. So I always think like the thigh one depends on which pants you're wearing and how sticky they are. So, okay, go ahead and watch all of that alignment. So we want to like spine nice and long, pull the navel in, shoulders drop down. So you can use this chair for balance and just do one arm, or you don't need to use the chair if you don't want to, or you can just use it a little bit. You can just put a finger. This is, I think, is super cool. Just notice if you just put a finger on the chair, just that much support changes everything when you are connected and supported by something solid. Okay. When you're ready, bring your knee forward. Extend that leg back. I'm going to hit into my plant. Extend your leg back. You can reach down for your chair. We're coming into warrior 3 here. So from the side, we're trying to get this leg straight and this leg parallel to the floor. Okay. The warrior 3. Now, if your leg doesn't go there, you just go to the place that it does go. And then that's where we're working towards. Really strong standing leg. If your balance feels pretty good today, use the chair less. But here's the cool thing. If you use the chair, even just a finger, you can stay for a long time. So we're going to stay for a while. So get used to that. All right. Can you feel your leg have to like it's firing? Your ankle might be kind of wobbling a little bit. That is good. It means it's adjusting and it's doing the balance work. Okay. Hold for one more breath. And when you're ready, lift the torso, bend the knee, coming back into tree. Again, you can use your chair. Bring the knee forward and down. Step out of it and rotate through that right ankle. Awesome. I'm just seeing who's here. I can't tell. My house at some point at the end, I want to you to tell me who you are. No, because well, and I can switch. You're so tiny right now. So okay, stand on your left leg, coming into tree. So where it feels like a good place for you today. Pull the knee back, pull the shoulders open, core is engaged. I just love tree pose, like thinking about a tree. Like there's just so much wisdom in a tree. So think of your roots going deep. Think of everything lifting towards the sky. And when you're ready, bring your knee forward and shoot that leg back. Coming into warrior three. So if we had little flashlights, our hip bones, or lasers, that's what I should say, little lasers, they would be pointing straight down. The next thing we're going to do, you'll see that we stack our hips, but this one, our hips are parallel to the floor. It really works this left glute. We're going to hold this for a while. So use your chair, pull that energy up, pull the navel up, bring the heart forward. Just breathe. We're getting so strong. All of this balance work is so good as we get a little bit older. We take 3 more breaths here. Let's try it. And if you need to step out of it and come back in, totally do that. You puppy, go the other way. All right, when you're ready, just lift the torso, bend the knee, coming back into tree. Find that proper alignment again. And then go ahead and step out of it and rotate through. All right, let's step to the other side. I think of how a fun way to ignore the dog. He's very old. I just let him out. He doesn't want to go out. Okay. Go on. Okay. We're going to come into, I'm trying to think what we're going to do. I want to do half moon with the chair. Let's just step into it. Let's not make it tricky. Let's just step into it. So you're going to take chair's on your right side. You're going to take your right leg. We're going to step, place your hand on the chair. Then we're going to stack the hips, stack the shoulders, lift the leg, and lift the arm. So from the front, so it looks like this. Okay, you could even come down here if you want to practice going lower. You can reach for the floor. You can just kind of play around with what feels good to you. Just pull that left shoulder back so that you stay in that great alignment. This is a whole body movement. You can just feel everything, right? So your feet on the floor, feel that elevating and lifting. Play around with maybe taking a little bit of energy out of holding onto the chair, maybe just put a fingertip. And when you're ready, just bend both knees, let the foot float down in line with the right foot and forward fold here. All right. Slowly roll up. I did not slowly roll up. And then come to the other side. Left leg, left chair, right here. We're just going to step into it again. So sit back just a little bit. Step left, lift right. Lift that right leg up as high as you can get it. And extend that arm. Again, if you're like, am I doing this right? It's here, or here, or here, or to the floor. Okay, so just find a great place to hold. Use your breath to fuel this pose. One more full deep breath. And on your exhale, just soften in, let that leg come down, and forward fold. And slowly rolling back. Okay, let's see. Let's flip our chair. So take your chair and turn it so the back of the legs are towards the top of your mat. Maybe I should turn mine sideways. I will do that. Maybe I won't. All right. And quickly. So we're going to come into downward dog here. So step your feet back. Turn your tailbone right here up. So we turn the tailbone up. We take the hands, your hands probably need to be as wide as you can get them on the chair. And we're going to press back, drop that head down through. So we don't want to have like noodle neck where we're like, we want to maybe just be, I always just think of my neck as like an extension of the spine. So it's not like rounding through the neck, we're just extending here. Now you can walk your feet back a little bit and reach your heels down. Try to get your legs as straight as you can. They may not be all the way straight, and that's okay. So good for our shoulders, and you can just feel that down through the legs too. Take a half a step in with one foot, okay? So here we are in pyramid. All 10 toes are facing towards the chair. We're going to get both legs as straight as we can. Now we're just going to bend the elbows and try to keep those legs straight and get a nice stretch in the legs. And then go ahead and bring your back foot to meet your right foot. The foot goes forward, and then step the other foot back. Straight legs here. So I can kind of find it like, okay, I'm finding straight legs here. Then I start to bend my elbows. That rib cage comes down towards the thigh. This is a strong stretch. At least it is for me. So I'm going to feel that. Good. Now put your energy into your hands and step back into downward dog. So this is just a different downward dog, especially if you ever have like shoulder or wrist issues. Using the chair can be so good because it takes a little bit of the pressure out of the wrist and shoulders. Now step whatever foot you use first, because I didn't tell you left or right. So step one foot you use first, and now we're just going to lift up here. So we're starting with warrior three. Now we're going to transition to half moon. So feel that stacking of the hips and the arm lift. And if yours looks like this, awesome, great job. It does not matter how it looks. It's that you're kind of getting to that edge of what you can hold. Then bring the foot down, plant your other foot, start with the hips down, big lifts. Then we're going to plant that here and stack the hips and lift. And this is another place you can kind of be like, okay, well, I'm kind of feeling pretty strong. Maybe I don't need as much as of the chair. And we just hold longer, but we're not going to hold too long. Bring your feet to meet each other, forward fold. And slowly come back up, just roll up. Kind of shake out your arms, kind of shake out here just a little bit. Um, let's do this. So come down to the floor. So sit close to your chair like this. Then we're going to flip around and come onto our backs, and we're going to let our um, calves, back of our legs, just rest on the chair. Okay, so first of all, if you have a ponytail, you might want to take it out. Okay. I don't know. This feels so good to me. Just even lying here. So I always think like, oh, why don't I do this at night? This can be one of the most restful poses that can help us get ready for sleep. It's really good to help prevent like varicose veins because it kind of can help drain some of the blood that get pooled in our legs as women. Men maybe get it too, but women just, I don't know. I see it more on women. And so, and can you feel how this like relaxes your back? Then you can just let your low back kind of settle into here. I don't know. This just feels so good, right? All right. Well, enough of that. Go ahead, and this will depend on your chair and on your abilities. So just do what feels safe. You don't want to do something crazy, but we're going to lift up here. So this is just bridge pose using the chair. If you're like, no way, then you can just slide back and do it on the ground, which would look like just feet on the ground, walk your shoulders in towards each other and lift the hips here. Okay. It just has a little extra oomph to it when you do it with the chair. So if that feels good, kind of play with that. All right. When you're ready, go ahead and release your back down to the floor, coming into happy baby. So your knees are going to bend deeply. Your arms come onto the inside. You grab onto the outside of the feet and just rock side to side. Then take your knees over, drop them over to one side, pick up your shoulders and flatten them out the best you can and extend the opposite arm out. Hand comes to the knee. Just a nice deep twist for the low back. So as we pull the knees in, it gets into the lower back. As we lengthen those legs away, it gets more into the mid back. And you feel as you take that deep breath, you hopefully will feel a little stretch to the front of the shoulder here. And when you're ready, try to use as much the core strength to pull those legs back in and come to the other side. And again, like if this is too strong, you could put a yoga block underneath your legs if it's too deep of a stretch for your back. Or if you're like, I don't have a yoga block, what should I use? Oh, you could use like a blanket, or you could use a pillow or some books, just anything you can to kind of lift up those knees a little bit. Breathe deep and coming back to center here. Go ahead and place uh, your legs back on the chair. Let the knees, you might have to just kind of adjust to find that place where your low back is settled into the floor. So we kind of do want a pelvic tilt here so that the low back presses into the floor. We're going to take our hands back behind our head, kind of cradle our head with our fingers. And so our thumbs are like right behind our ears. And we're just going to lift up and we're just going to pulse here. So you want some space between your chin and your chest. You don't want to be cranking you want to be able to breathe. So keeping a fist's worth of space between your chin and your chest as you lift up and think of really pressing that low back into the mat. Your elbows are flared open. You're supporting your head so you're not creating tension in the neck. And then you feel free to do whatever you would like. Like if you want to add like a little twist here and take elbows opposite knee, you totally can. If you're like, this is enough, just stay there. So whatever you're doing, just do a couple more. And when you're ready, just let your head come down to the mat. Pull those feet back into happy baby, rocking back and forth side to side. And when you're ready, taking those back of your legs to the chair again. Now, only if this feels good. If you're like, I am done being on my back, then just come to a seated position to do Shavasana or push the chair away and just do regular Shavasana, whatever works. But I always think this feels really good. It feels very good on my back. So let your knees kind of fall open, kind of wiggle around to get your spine to feel long. I press my head into the mat and kind of tuck my shoulder blades underneath me so my palms turn up. And then just start to let yourself come into a restful state, being supported by the chair and your mat. Just breathing in and out. Just taking a moment to notice your breath, feeling a little bit of awe for your body, just being grateful and excited about having a body and being able to move a body enough to like even get onto a yoga class. Just feel this deep sense of gratitude. Just let your body feel that gratitude. Wow. It's pretty awesome that we get to be alive and feel this. Just let yourself settle in. Just notice what it feels like to be so supported. So we often talk about how do we take the lessons that we learn on our yoga mat into our everyday life. And the chair to me represents like creating the support that you need to thrive. And so, what does that look like? It looks so different in every season. But what is your foundation? What feels like support to you? And how do you incorporate that into your life? It can be spiritual practices, it can be physical movement practices, it can be emotional connections with people, it can be honestly like medications that we need to be functioning. Let's just be so grateful for those. It can also be like professional help. If you're going through something hard, like being open to getting the support that you need. Just feel yourself being able to relax and settle in. And as your mind wants to wander, just bring it back to this feeling of support. What does being supported feel like? When you're ready, start to wiggle your fingers and toes, moving your head side to side, maybe opening your jaw and wiggling your jaw a little bit. When you're ready, pull your knees in and roll over onto your side. Just let your knees fall off to your side. We're just going to press up from here, coming to a seated position. Bring your hands to heart. Sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes for just a moment. And an interesting thing about support is sometimes it is other people and other things that support us, but it is, we will feel more empowered when we are the ones that initiate that and create it. And so if you need more social supports, you want more friends, you want more connections, let that be your responsibility to create that. If you need more support in other ways, figure out how, with love and kindness, to ask for that. Otherwise, it can start to feel like resentment. We don't, that's never fun. So, anyway, just some things to think about, that you're responsible to create your own support system. It's not up to someone else, even though we might rely on something or someone else. It's still in your power to create that. Take a nice deep inhale and open your mouth and release with an exhale. And also, getting the support we need is not a sign of weakness. It actually is a sign of strength. Just like we felt in our class today, we didn't use the chair because we're weak. We used the chair so that we could sustain longer and stronger. So, just keeping that in mind as you think about what kind of support you need. Thank you for coming to yoga today. Namaste.